100 years ago, the dark wizard Hollowell raised an army and tried to conquer the world. He was stopped by an unlikely hero, Sheriff Aesop Stormwood. As Hollowell died, he prophesied that he would be reborn twice more and rise again. Stormwood looked him in the eye and said if Hollowell did, his descendants would strike him down. Sheriff Aesop Stormwood went on to form Stormwood and Associates to make sure they'd be ready for Hollowell's returns, a private detective security and federally licensed magic users agency. 25 years ago, Hollowell returned for the first time, and a Stormwood made good on Aesop's promise. But the third coming of Hollowell may not be so far in the future. But the young Raz Stormwood just might know it's coming, and she plans to be ready. Previously on Stormwood and Associates. The great dragon Alcatraz has left its island and is currently blocking 3 lanes of traffic on the Bay Bridge. The Stormwood and Associates team has been hired by the local police to find out what exactly is going on the Dragon's Island to drive it off. The Stormwood team was taken out there by an old cranky Scottish man who helped build the magical warding around the island and arrived to find military-style folks just camping around. They've killed a few of these guys, spotted their boats, and are now headed down into the tunnels beneath the island. There they've found quite a few more military guys waiting for them, including some that are currently guarding a generator. The Stormwood team is deciding what to do. What do you guys want to do?
Not die.
Yeah, well, it's like, it seems like there's less people this way, so I think moving forward this way is our best bet.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Moving forward around the corner.
All right.
Guns.
So, obviously no one here plays Metal Gear Solid on stealth mode, like stealth focused.
Excuse you, if I don't think Bill would know how.
So what order are you guys going around the corner?
I'm last.
Stormwood first.
Bill in the middle. Okay. Babbitt, how hurt are you right now?
At 4 now.
So you're
I'm fine.
I'm going to give you one more back.
Okay. This was a really long corridor.
Well, so Stormwood, as you casually apparently walk around the corner, what you see are 8 guys with guns standing around a generator.
Okay.
They look straight at you.
Yep.
Roll initiative. If there's a problem, they can solve it. If you need to find someone, they can do it. Stormwood and Associates is a detective, security, and federally licensed magic users agency. If you need help, they'll be there. But don't get in their way, or else you'll get caught in the eye of the storm.
$13.
Okay. Babbitt?
14.
Ooh, you get to technically act first. Well, depending on what Bill gets. But you're going to probably do nothing.
9.
9? Okay. That makes things very easy for me. All right, so Babbitt, you are up first, but you're technically not around the corner yet.
Right. So I guess I will not do anything right now.
All right, Roz Stormwood, what are you doing?
I think I'm gonna shoot some guys.
Alrighty. Also, remember, don't forget you guys have sweet moves.
Indeed.
All right, so you're gonna shoot.
Not sure how to apply sweet moves to guns.
Just really awesome gun
So
shit.
okay. So obviously, I'm gonna probably edit this bit. So say you want to do a sweet move using gun attacks, right? Like what you could do is describe as, because again, these are the walls in this cave are kind of rounded up, right? So what you could do is say run at one of the walls and while kind of running sideways around them, shoot. Yeah, so run at one of the walls behind the generator, so that's between them, and as you come out the other side doing a flip, firing as many times possible into the crowd.
Okay. Or
It-
like trying to ricochet the bullets off the curved
Yeah,
walls. to
yeah.
hit
So
them.
yeah, it's taking multiple shots, trying to bounce the bullets so they ricochet as many times as possible. Yeah. So if you come up with a
Okay.
description like that, like you could
Okay.
use that.
Cool. Don't really want to hit the generator though.
If you say your sweet move doesn't hit the generator on a sweet move, you can do that.
Cool. Okay. So I would like to dual wield my pistol and my rifle at them. Fanning so that the bullets, if they miss, ricochet off the curved walls to hit them while being careful not to hit the generator.
All right, and so that's a general sweet move, and we have to vote if that works.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. I'm voting in favor.
All right, I agree, and so now we get to roll your damage, which is going to be your effective combat stat plus your level plus 1 because you're the main character plus 1d10.
So that'll be 11.
11. You just killed 3 guys. And injured a 4th. All right. See? Sweet moves in combat. They're great. You got 5 of them per session, so just mark down that you used one. All right, so after Stormwood is Bill.
All right. I am. All right. How many guys do we see, or do we actually see them very clearly right now?
So no, they're it's a pretty well lit space because they've got a bunch of little lanterns hanging around that are being powered by this generator. You don't know what else this generator is powering, but it's so there are 3 guys. There are 3 corpses, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 people standing, one of whom is injured.
All right. I'm going to try. I'm gonna play with something. I want to see if I can use my psychic flamethrower not as a direct attack, but more like use it in an explosion in the middle of the room to try to incapacitate a bunch of these guys at once.
Okay, so you're gonna do that as a spell check.
Uh-huh.
All right. So, roll me your effective. Well, roll me your damage. So that's the effective combat stat plus level plus 1d10. So that's guns plus 2 is your level plus 1d10.
5.
5.
And a good night for me rolling.
Well, you kill 2 of them.
Oh. I'm sure I only meant to wound several of you.
That's not how damage works in this game.
My bad.
So 2 guys just kind of poofed into dust in the middle of this group. There are 3 guys left. So Babbitt, are you still around the corner?
I am, but I now know that stuff is happening.
Yeah, I sure hope so. Well, no, it just it just determines on who they're going to target. And this first guy is going to target Raz Stormwood, and he is going to take a shot at her. And what's your sweetness plus level?
3. What?
Your sweetness plus level is 3?
It's 5.
5, okay. Well, they still hit, but like, I'm like, I thought you had more sweetness than that because you're level 2. All right, so, and they are. What's your fitness plus level?
6.
Yeah, you just kind of like. So the shot hits you, but you just kind of walk it off. They only rolled a 4, so like, it did no damage to you. All right, so the next one, who are they going to target? Next one is also going to target Stormwood. And they are going to miss. All right, and so the third one is going to target Bill. And what's your sweetness plus level, Bill?
My sweetness plus level, that would be 6.
They barely hit you. Okay. What's your fitness plus level?
Me?
Yeah.
5.
You take 6 damage. All right, and we are back to Babbitt.
I charge around the corner. How many do I see?
There are 3 people.
3 people. I'm gonna I'm gonna run up some walls and around them as much as I can, shooting to get all of them as I can.
That's a sweet move.
Yeah, sweet move. Yep.
All right, do we agree that works, guys?
Yes.
All right, I'll go for it. And let's give me your effective combat stat. Give me your guns plus level plus a d10.
11.
They're all dead. It's 3 fodder guys. Each only has 3 health. Is anything higher than a 9 or higher kills all of them. So they are, you just blam. There are, one of them's just head just pops like a
Well, I mean,
grapefruit.
that was the attack, right?
Sweet move. It goes straight to damage if it's successful on fodder guys.
Okay.
So if you're targeting non-fodder characters, you're just going to do your effective combat stat plus level. But if it's exclusively targeting fodder characters, you get to add a d10. These guys were all fodder. So, yeah, the first 2, you just kind of like kill them. And then the third, hits his head just right, and it goes up like a cantaloupe and a sledgehammer.
All right.
Wow.
You land gracefully on the ground in a pile of carnage. Of
Okay.
6
what do we see?
6 corpses and 2 piles of dust.
Now that we're not in danger, we're able to look around. What all do we see?
So there's a generator going to a series of cables on the wall. It's one, and the cables are what the lights are hanging from. So it's clear that this is the generator powering all of the lighting that people are using. You don't know what else it might also be powering, but it's, you know that like this is what the hanging lanterns are all plugged into.
Okay. Are there any like computer terminals?
No, there's nothing. These guys were just guarding the generator.
Right.
And the only reason there was that many is because that's how many I rolled on a 1d10 for how many people would be guarding the generator.
Part of the cave doesn't lead off anywhere else. It's just a
Just
dead
goes
end.
deeper. It's like this is just it's a little wider area where it looks like they installed the generator. You see a small pile of gold in the corner. It's a dragon. Yeah, they like gold.
I'll pocket some gold.
See, I was gonna loot from the bodies, not from the dragon, because
I mean,
I don't
obviously we'll
want
check
that
out
on
the
me.
bodies, of course.
So you're gonna investigate the bodies there?
Yeah.
Most of them are. It's the same kind of stuff you were finding on the guys up top. Bunch of. There's some wallets without identification. These guys led pretty boring lives. One of them has a photo of his kid in his wallet. So, good job. You know, another one's got a letter from someone saying, "Never contact me again. You're horrible and awful."
Oh, well, good.
Yeah, so that guy was a jerk. So good on you. And you know, some of them have ID, but they're just people. Like it's you don't like it like you can keep track of this if you want, but it's this was a bunch of hired henchmen.
Okay.
You know, it's your deep underground, so you can't like relay this stuff back to Kel to find out if any of these guys were important or not. But
Probably not.
yeah,
Are we still in contact with each other?
yeah. So your
Over the
earbuds,
headset?
your earbuds are mesh network, so you can like if you guys separate in the caves, it's just that, they have a much more limited range while underground. So like if you guys separate from each other in the caves, you can still stay in contact with each other. But and you probably could call the Seamus on the boat, but you're not gonna be able to get a signal back to like the city.
Yeah, I probably have to use like the data on my phone plan to.
Oh, your phone does not have any signal whatsoever right now.
It's just a flashlight.
You're in a cave network under the bay. The fact that your earbuds are working at all is kind of a miracle. For plot convenience.
I'll tell
So,
you
like-
what's a miracle. Actually, I don't have any answer as to what's a miracle. This has just been a nightmarish day.
Cool. Let's continue further down this way.
Yay! More cave!
All right. So as you continue down the cave, so you're going to leave the generator alone, not do anything with that?
Yeah.
Not right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hide. 9.
Ooh, that's good. Oh, yeah, by the way, for the record, Babbitt, if you'd gone around the corner,
Mm-hmm.
2 of those 8 guys wouldn't have seen you, but the other 6 would have.
Okay.
2 of them rolled really poorly, but the rest of them, yeah. 9. 9's good. Like, someone's got to roll a 10 to beat that, to see you. All right. As you descend deeper, you can start. So as you go down, you start seeing more branches. The cable only appears to be going one direction from here, though. So there are dark tunnels, sometimes off to the left and sometimes off to the right, but the lighting is only strung down one path.
Follow the light.
Okay. This is going to be a very direct campaign, apparently.
I don't want to steal from a dragon because That could come back on you.
Well, I don't believe anyone's suggesting that you steal from the dragon.
I think I already did.
What do you steal from the dragon, Babbitt?
I said I pocketed some gold.
Okay, so you've stolen from a dragon. I'm going to have to roll later to see whether or not that's a good idea. Jesus.
Why would you steal from a dragon?
Now at the end of this, I'm going to have to roll to see if the dragon notices that my stuff's gone. Okay. All right, so...
There's a lot of people here. Any one of them could have done that.
Yes, and dragons can't smell gold or anything. Anyway, so... all right, so you descend deeper down to the cave. You guys are right now being really lucky. But it's really kind of probably boring to listen to as I keep rolling and no one's showing up.
They're too busy with their sandwiches.
Yeah, well, apparently, yeah. There's like 10 guys in that break room, by the way. It would have been even more. Yeah, that other path was the break room. There were 10 guys, but only half of them had guns. So you guys are descending further into the cave, and eventually, like it's taking forever to get down there, and we're just going to, apparently, since these guys are rolling for shit, get you guys down there. Eventually, what you do start hearing kind of this weird buzzing sound.
Anyone else hear that?
Yep. I do, yeah.
It's coming from straight ahead of us?
Yeah, it's coming from further down this track.
Head towards it.
You're going to head towards the buzzing sound. Okay.
This always works out well for me.
All right. As you head towards the buzzing sound.
Oh, did we heal at all?
Oh, yeah. Everybody heals at least 2. Because a lot of time has passed as we've been going through.
Perhaps I should use my healing spell now. I realize I've kind of just been sitting on it.
So you're going to heal yourself? Bill's going to heal himself?
Gonna heal myself.
So it's 1d6 plus your level.
Sounds good. Let's see if this works better than most of my attempts today. Hooray! 8.
So yeah, you get 8 health back. So you're probably back up to full.
Stinky and sterile. Babbitt, are you doing any better? Do you need a heal?
Oh, I'm great. I've got like a cut on my cheek, and that's it.
Didn't you take a wound to the shoulder too?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's weird, but okay.
All right. So you guys descend deeper towards the buzzing sound. All right, roll me a d10.
Oh boy!
8.
9.
Well, son of a gun. You guys are all fine. You're fine. Are you happy now? You're fine.
Honestly, yeah. I feel pretty great about that.
Yeah.
So the buzzing sound started to induce a panic in you, but you all just shrugged it off like a bunch of jerks.
Okay, to be fair, normally I get very nervous with buzzing sounds because I worked in an office once where my boss was a beekeeper and they received an envelope that said "Warning, Live Queen Bee" on it. And that envelope was just on his desk for like hours and it was just buzzing. So that's the only thing that made me nervous, frankly.
All right. So.
Bees in envelopes. It's a thing. Look it up.
All right. as you guys continue, the buzzing sound is getting louder and louder, and you all miraculously are fine as you approach. What you end up encountering, though, you don't encounter anything yet. I haven't gotten that far. What am I talking about? So as you go down, you start hearing stuff. Like there's more than the buzzing. The buzzing sound is like getting really high, but you kind of also hear the edge of voices. Roll me a d10.
Yeah, 2.
4.
9.
Okay, so Bill pulls this out, apparently. Bill, you kind of start hearing the edges of like conversations of people yelling at each other. You're not quite sure what they're saying, but you can tell that you are approaching probably a large group of people.
Guys. There's a lot of people back there.
And also, Bill, you start kind of hearing a jackhammering sound. It's just the buzzing is so loud that apparently your two friends don't.
I think they're jackhammering something, you guys.
Good. Then they won't hear us coming.
I think...
You rolled a 9 on your hide, didn't you, Babbitt?
I did, yes.
You are very well hidden. All right. So, you guys gonna approach this? Like, what's your plan?
If we're going to approach it, I recommend we still move very carefully.
Yeah, I mean...
All right.
Yeah, I don't know what else to do than just, like, move to our stuff so I can at least see what is all going on.
I'm going to try to be somewhat hidey.
Okay.
Not the best at it, but I'm going to try.
All right. Well, or you could, like, send the thief first. I mean, I'm just crazy.
Yeah, I can go ahead.
You guys,
I'll go ahead to scout it out.
you guys have someone who's, like, really good at hiding.
And he's not dying anymore.
That's right, I forgot about that.
All right, I'm going to scout it out.
All right. So, Babbitt sneaks ahead. Babbitt, you are so well hidden, every single one of the people that you're about to see failed their ability to spot you. Because that 9 is an amazing roll. All right, so as you kind of sneak around the corner, keeping your head low, you see that there are a large group of people. There's about 10 people in this room. 8 of them are just kind of the standard-looking soldiers that you've killed a whole bunch of today. And then the other 2 are there are 2 other guys who are dressed a little differently. One of whom is operating a jackhammer, and there is so this room is just full of like this is clearly Alcatraz's big hoard room, right? There is just piles of gold all over the place, but in this pillar of stone in the middle of the room, there's this gigantic kind of black iridescent gemstone in the wall that's probably about like this thing is probably like 5 feet tall, and it's like it's probably about 3 feet wide, and it's just sort of rounded, this multifaceted shining black iridescent gem in the middle of the room, and these guys are trying to jackhammer it out of this pillar. And one of them is doing that while the other one's kind of standing there with his arm folded, going, "The boss needs this now. Every minute we're here is a minute we're in danger." That is what you see.
So it's like 8 soldiers and then 2 guys. One of them is jackhammering and one of them is just with them?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I see. Looks like 8 soldiers and then 2 other people. One of them is trying to get a massive gemstone, black gemstone out of the wall. And there's another guy with him and he's just hanging out here with them. And yeah, that's what's going on here. I want to try to can I sneak over to like the other side of the room, just like opposite?
So let me explain kind of how this room is laid out. This is a massive cavern. There are occasional pillars of stone, like kind of supporting it. There are multiple caves that go into this room. In fact, you can see a second lit one off, kind of far off to the left, which is probably, you can probably guess that since you know that there were 2 tunnels that were lit going down here, that's where the other one comes out. There are also multiple darkened ones that are kind of leading off. Like it's the dragon, but this room itself is probably bigger than a football field. It is just filled, and it is probably the ceiling in here in this cavern is probably also 100 to 200 feet high. These are high. Like this is the piles though go up massively. This is the dragon Alcatraz is at least 1,000 years old, and it has been amassing stuff in this room for a long time. But most of the guys are actually kind of at this pillar is kind of halfway between the 2 lit entrances to the room. And most of the guys are just around it. Like they're kind of milling around. They're not really clustered, but they're all just kind of in the middle. And then these guys are, and then these 2 guys are at this giant gem, kind of trying to get it out of this pillar.
Okay, I'm hidden behind a pile of gold amongst the room.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, it's all that's happening right now is that these guys are trying to still dislodge this giant gem, and there's just a bunch of military guys. There are 2 guys trying to dislodge the gem, and the rest are a bunch of military guys.
Interesting.
I mean, I suggest we take these guys out.
Yeah.
It's probably our best option.
Cool. So I guess I should go in guns blazing, huh?
Is there counterpoint? What if we wanted to find out what it is that they're looking for?
We could ask them.
I don't think that all of them would listen, though. Can we try to keep one alive at least?
Sure.
Let's try to, if we can, try to keep one of the jackhammer dudes.
Yeah. It seems
Good
like they know
call.
what they're doing. It seems like they're after that big black gem. I just don't know why.
Yeah, what did it do?
I'm sure it's nothing.
Alright. Alright. Gotta steel myself for this. Another murder day.
What, just because you've evaporated 4 guys?
Yep.
No, 3.
Yeah,
3.
yeah.
Technically, you only evaporated 3.
Only 3.
You helped cause the death of another one, but he got finished off by a gun.
As it goes.
All these boys have mothers.
I know.
To paraphrase
Oh,
the penguin.
I'm trying to think of like some cool thing, but all I can think about is going in and just shooting the place up.
If that's what you want to do, you guys can run down there.
Wait, are there a bunch of them together?
Well, are you asking Babbitt?
Yeah, Babbitt. Is there a big group of them together?
What are the soldiers doing? Are they just together, or
Well, I mean, they're roughly close to each other. If it's a case of like, are they in range of what you've been able to see Bill's magic do? They're near each other enough to like be affected by the same spell based on the number of people you've seen Bill evaporate at this point, disintegrate.
Hey. Yeah, they're fairly close together. The soldiers.
What if I tried an attack of opportunity and just like...
That's not a piece of language in this game.
That's not even
how it works in D&D.
D&D. That's not what that does.
Look, I don't know. I don't have time to play games. I'm just trying to learn how to do... I spent most of my youth trying to make my healing spell not smell like a dentist's office. And so far that didn't go well.
Somebody do something.
Alright, that's it. Me, Roy Jenkins!
Alright, so roll initiative. Give me your sweetness plus D10.
I got a 12.
Got a 7.
11.
Alright, Billy got a 7.
Yep. This has not been a good day for rolls for me. Have I mentioned this?
I pre-rolled all these guys, so I know what the order is already. So, Babbitt, you act first. You aren't visible to anybody yet, so...
Right. Okay, I'm gonna run into the horde of guards. I'm gonna do the Black Widow thing of jumping at a guy and wrapping my legs around them, and twisting in midair, so that I
Spider-Man
flip
has
him
done
over.
that too. So you could be Black Widow doing it, or you could have been Spider-Man.
Oh no,
saying.
it's Black Widow.
Okay.
And I want to flip him into another guy if I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're gonna bare
sweet
hands.
move.
That's cool.
That's a bare hand sweep move.
Yeah, that's my best thing.
All right, so give me your bare hands plus level plus a D10.
Uh, 9.
You just killed 3 dudes. So you totally broke the neck of this one dude and then tossed him into 2 other guys, and they hit him just well enough where they fell and hit their heads on the stone. And so you immediately just killed 3 dudes with your thighs.
nice. Like you do.
Yes.
All right, Stormwood, you're up.
I feel like this would be a great opportunity for another sweet move. How thick are the pillars?
Oh, hang on. Did everyone agree that was okay to do?
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
sorry. Yes, we did.
absolutely.
Oh, hell yeah. No question.
Sorry, I figured they voted yes, and I forgot to poll because I was like, yeah, that totally works. That's awesome. All right. So, the stone pillars, you're not going to knock them down.
Okay. I think I want to use my grappling hook gun to hang myself high off the pillar and then shoot down at them.
So you want to grappling up the pillar, and then while swinging up, shoot at them.
Yeah, and if they're like around the base of the pillar, I'll just like run around it and shoot at them.
Okay. That using a sweep move?
Yes.
And are you just going to attack the soldiers, or are you going to attack the other two guys?
Just the soldiers for now.
Okay. Does everybody agree that works?
Yeah.
Works for me.
All right. Give me your guns plus level plus a D10 plus 1.
12.
You just killed 4 guys. Jesus. These soldiers did not stand a chance.
There's one left.
There's one soldier left, and then these 2 other dudes. All right. So one of those 2 dudes in the middle, though, is kind of shocked, and he's gonna grab. He's got a pistol, and he's going to take a shot at Babbitt because he's the one who he can easily see now. All right, let me actually have to. He's got a character sheet. I actually have to look at that instead of just using the default. All right, so he's gonna take a shot. God, why am I having him use a gun? All right, All right, so what's your sweetness plus level, Babbitt?
7.
7? Well, he hits you, but only because he rolled a 10. He's got a -1 gun, so like. He can't... All right, so let's see how much damage he does. What's your fitness plus level?
4.
Well, you totally just shrug it off. You're fine. Because he rolled a 4, and because his guns is a -1, it means he only got a 3. Alright, so all the guys who were supposed to go between this guy and Bill are dead, so we're at Bill.
Nah. Alright. Well then. I am going to Psychic Flamethrower the gunman.
This is your last spell.
Is that your 5th spell?
Is it now? Oh. Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, you have other weapons, right? I mean...
That is a very bold assumption of you.
You didn't grab a gun off of any of the piles of corpses we've put.
I'm very uncomfortable with guns.
Do you have a pocket knife?
He's got a flashlight.
He could beat someone to death with a flashlight.
Like a Dama.
Well, yeah, and if you knock the one guy unconscious, then we can question him later.
Well, because
Wait, that's a good point.
there are 2, like, so just to reveal, like, there's 1 fodder character left and 2 non-fodder characters here.
We could easily bash that fodder's like skull in flashlight.
I'm Trey Dorn, and I was your game master this session. Our players were Gen Proc as Raz Stormwood, Kyle Johnson as Babbitt, and Nick Izumi as Bill. I also obviously played Cal. Stormwood and Associates is a production of Nerd and Tie. You can find more information at nerdandtie.com, along with our social media is at Twitter, Nerd and Tie, Tumblr, Nerd and Tie, Facebook / Nerd and Tie. And remember, you can subscribe to this with any place that has podcasts. Probably will be on iTunes by the time it's releases. Maybe, who knows? But the RSS feed's always out there. And to be continued.